an honor to share the stage today with activists and humanists that I respect and admire. Speaking of which, make sure I got your name right. Sorry. Ms. Coleman. I loved watching that video. I think that your appointment is also an inspiration. I particularly liked seeing you visit Chile, the land of my father, where I have family and students organizing on behalf of higher education. And they've done an amazing job, actually, of drawing attention to the fact that, and this is a global, it's an international issue, it's our issue as well, that education is being privatized. On behalf of Will Smelko, my name is Nicolas Pascal. We come from the University of California, where we know a little bit about this privatization trend. And what we came here today to talk to you about is the UC Haiti Initiative, which we founded along with Tu Tran, our in-country director, just over a year ago in response to the earthquake. Now, the UC Haiti Initiative was founded in reaction to the earthquake that struck just outside Port-au-Prince on January 12, 2010. I'm sure you all remember it. The UC Haiti Initiative is leveraging the collective power of 250,000 students, 45,000 faculty, and some of the world's leading research institutions into long-term bilateral partnerships with our Haitian counterparts. We do this by way of students. We're student-driven, we're student-founded, and we have established student chapters at all 10 campuses across the UC system that we believe, if properly coordinated, can serve to be an extraordinarily effective, perhaps even leading cluster when it comes to development work. So Will and I were talking last night in the hotel room, and we were pretty certain that little bit would bore you and maybe even lose you. So Will, what do you think? Do you think I...
You got it. Okay. Yeah.
So what was I talking about?
So in case you're still wondering what we actually do in country, why we focus on higher education is because we believe that a lot of attention in Haiti is specifically focused on primary or K through 12, rightfully so. We all know that there's a huge need there. Higher education is really ignored in the development process there. And we believe that there's not only a short-term pool of leaders that are going to come out of the State University of Haiti, our main institutional partner, that is going to lead the country and help address the sovereignty issue or lack of sovereignty for the Haitian people, which we see the international community coming in and making decisions on behalf of the Haitian people, which is something that we want to address and we all know is just wrong. And so training the future leaders who are going to come out immediately is important. And also long-term, focusing on higher ed is naturally a great thing to do anyway. And two is public education, why we focus on public education. As Nico talked about, we're in a war on public education in the United States that we're losing right now, and we all need to work together to fight that. But we saw the University of California system, these 10 campuses as an aggregate, partnering with the best, the oldest and largest university, public university in Haiti, was a natural fit for us. So we work on peer-to-peer levels. We have administrators, a lot of even retired administrators, the old folk looking for things to do, and have a ton of experience, whether it's in capital projects, whether it's in IT infrastructure, human resources, who act as sort of like consultants to their Haitian peers at the State University of Haiti to try to launch programs with them and whatever their direction is. Faculty work together to start up new programs, new courses, to enhance curriculum. One of our projects is to do surgery training for some of the residents there and still install a whole new surgery training program at their medical school, for example. Train microbiologists, so training of the trainer. And the students work together on peer-to-peer partnerships out in the communities. And our whole ethos, the model of our organization is that we really view the entire UC system, all of these students in these campuses, as a huge pool of resources. Sometimes it's a very muddy pool because it's so bureaucratic and it's hard to navigate, which we'll talk about at the end. But in terms of building this network, we joke about underwater basket weaving as a major. In the UC system, like, there's probably a world-renowned expert in that. There's a world-renowned expert in every field. So we let our Haitian partners, whatever it is their direction is for their university, they come to us and they say, we need a specialist who works with this specific type of mango to protect it from these type of flies that's destroying our crop. And we're like, oh, hey, we got someone at UC Davis who's done exactly that. And so we just plug that person in without coming with our ideas, our initiatives, and really changing the way universities work.
Yeah, that is the center of what we're trying to do here. And we've grown rapidly. We think we have a unique model. We're very proud of our model. And we were invited here to discuss in part, and looking forward to discussing with more of you, my colleagues, student mobilizing, what that looks like, and the strengths and weaknesses to it, and also the challenges. We've been able to mobilize relatively quickly, by all accounts. Part of the reason that we decided to co-present is that I think that we actually demonstrate, Tran's not here right now, but he's another part of this as well, that we brought a certain diversity in terms of background to bear on this organization. So to further the introduction, Will was the president at Berkeley, the ASUC president, body president. And I'm a graduate student at UCSB. I actually just got my master's last night officially. And thanks. My father would say it was about time and overdue. But no, so I got my master's in Global International Studies, the Global International Studies program at UCSB, and focused particularly on student activism and organizing. So I've become a grassroots coordinator and organizer, and I really enjoy it. And we brought our own respective strengths to bear together, a top-down, bottom-up approach with many others. We started as 3, and we quickly went to dozens. Now we're hundreds. I foresee us being thousands. And the mobilization of these resources really was, I think, not about for us, because we're long on sweat and passion. We're short on money, and especially, as Will mentioned, the UC system in general. And a lot, again, I can't emphasize that enough. I think that's something that we should discuss whenever we can, the idea that public education is a human right, and higher education in particular. And we have problems in our own country, as well as internationally. I think that's the thing can really combine, we can come together on this. But I digress, as is my want. So we mobilize these resources in large part because we were able to, with a compelling framework, who wouldn't respond and who couldn't be called to some action in light of the earthquake that struck Haiti. We didn't build up our own network. We didn't have the resources to do that. We tapped into other networks and brought them together. So, for example, we're partnered with the State University of Haiti. We are housed at the Program of Global Health at UCLA. We didn't establish our own department. And we've been working with every major research institution that will collaborate with us, and there's quite a few within the UC system. They all have their own networks. So we're very much, as I was discussing earlier, we broker this kind of relationships, is how we see it. We've taken advantage of, I think, what's native to all of us as students is that we have a passion and drive to change things. And we're also in the best position to do that because we see that it's not working. Many things are not working right now. There's a lot that's broken. And we're not bought in the system yet. As a group of undergraduate students, I'm a graduate student, we have graduate students as well. We don't have any particularly vested interest in any particular outcome, which makes it really easy for us to serve our Haitian colleagues and their visions. And I think that we were able to really magnify and take advantage of that strength. We're also able to mitigate, and this has been very challenging, and I look forward to talking with you all about this, but we're also able to mitigate the impulsive nature of what it is to be passionate and focused and organized in that way. So for us, our impulsive action didn't turn into impulsive reaction. We deliberated. We've had long conversations. I mean, it's a year and a half later. Our projects are just now getting up and running, and we could have at any point, I was taking notes when Professor Kaplan was talking, and I think he made a lot of sense. I actually wrote them down, Professor. I'm a good grad student. Listening, ask questions, right? We were doing that nonstop, and we had pressures to really get involved. Sometimes we meet with some higher level people, and they'd be like, well, what are you organizing towards? And we have an idea, and kind of get off my back. And asking for advice, I think that was also a real crucial point that you brought up, and it makes a lot of sense. And I'm glad to hear you say it, because you're much smarter than I am, and you said it much better. Those are the mitigating the natural weaknesses, if we can call them weaknesses, of student organizing, and augmenting our strengths, I think is part of the way we came here. But I want to emphasize that we don't consider ourselves a model for success. I believe it's, and I know Will feels the same way, we all do, that success is something that we strive towards as a process. We've just been fortunate enough to not, you know, mess anything up so far.
So I think there's 3 brief takeaways, because we really want to cue this video real quick. But the first is, let's try to change the way we think about our universities and how our universities interact in the Global South. Whereas we used to have, like we talked about, faculty at UC Berkeley alone who all started up after the earthquake. I want to do something in Haiti. I'm already doing something in Haiti. Like, they didn't talk, didn't communicate, didn't know what was going on. And being able to be a resource pool for the initiatives of our partners and work in true partnership with their university. Not just some lip service MOU you sign. We're sister universities, yay, hug each other, and then nothing happens after that. It brings me to my second point, which is the students are the critical part of this process. I even had one key administrator in our administration, like he was talking about the combining of approaches. The networking we did there helped extremely, especially in this setting. But they would come up and tell us afterwards, like, you guys are still around? You know, like, how, a year later, they honestly told us, we patted you on the back. I see it, my boy Rick here. He, like, trying to, you know, I thought about being a basketball player one day, but I can't really jump. And I'm not very tall. I'm tall, but not tall enough to be a basketball player, I don't think. But, like, my parents would always encourage me, you know, like, hey, you got your back. That's kind of how the administration was. Like, we support you. You guys are doing great work. In reality, they at least thought they knew that we wouldn't be around, and that goes to show the difficulty of sustaining networks and the challenge of what people in this audience are doing is it's so hard to get people to work together, but yet so important. And third is a critical component, and you already addressed it actually, which is throw the egos out of the way. But I would say on top of that, take your time. I know we're all pressed to do something good, and there's a lot of good that needs to be done. But really take your time at it, because in the end, we talk about this a lot, there's one of 2 things that's gonna happen. You're either helping or you're hurting, and there's no soft middle ground there, none. Because the opportunity costs involved, if you're taking away resources, if you're just there, especially in a place like Haiti where there's more NGOs per capita than anywhere else in the world, if you're not helping and doing something good, you're hurting. So really take your time and think out everything you do, and don't be so solution driven to the point where you get ahead of yourselves. So on that note, thank you very much. Yeah. We're always told that we're the future leaders of the country and the world, and that we're supposed to be the ones making change and doing right. Seeing the earthquake and seeing all the deaths, the destruction and everything that was going on, we felt like there was a role for students in the process.
The UC Haiti Initiative and this collaboration was founded in a spirit of solidarity between the Haitian and American youth.
The UC Haiti Initiative is a system-wide UC effort towards honoring the visions that Haitians have for their future.
Investing in these centers of higher learning is actually critical, because it is out of these centers that the future leaders of Haiti will emerge.
What it does is it takes the vast intellectual expertise of professors and the passion of 200,000 students to really harness that and enable and equip other professors and students in Haiti to accomplish their goals and dreams, building human capital, investing in their curriculum, investing in their academia. And so really it's transferring of knowledge, which is really exciting.
Deuxièmement, dans le monde qui nous entoure, dans le monde dans lequel nous vivons, que nous le voulions ou que nous ne le voulions pas, la mondialisation est un fait. Et le fait de permettre à nos jeunes de se frotter à leurs collègues du monde entier, notamment à leurs collègues de l'Université de Californie, et ne peut que leur apporter un plus.
We have a long tradition of commitment to public service in the University of California. whether it's our faculty, our staff, and most especially our students. Furthermore, much of this effort is directed towards education, and we know that in the long run, that education will be key to the long-term prosperity and stability of the country of Haiti.
The nature of our partnership, where we turn to the Haitian students for ideas and advice and direction, and making it a real fruitful partnership where both sides benefit, is a way for both of us to learn and grow.
Éducation générale, c'est quelque chose de très important parce que c'est lui qui a de nous éclairer dans des problèmes et de nous trouver plus facilement des solutions à des problèmes. Et là, beaucoup mieux si l'éducation nous avance.
Nearly 60% of Haiti's population is under the age of 25. The future is theirs to shape, and we are very proud to assist them in this endeavor.
Moi, ce partnership, ça va permettre son opportunité d'abord pour étudiants et université l'État, pour professeurs tout, pour l'administration université l'État tout. Faire plus vite, ça va prendre plus de temps pour faire, ou bien faire mieux, ça va prendre plus de temps pour faire. C'est dans ce sens-là, on pense que l'étudiant non seulement pour reconstruire l'image du tête et participer dans la reconstruction pays, mais c'est construire l'autre image de pays.
With so many universities collapsing, professors killed, students killed, and then what they have to deal with in their lives as when they leave school, where they live, if they live in a camp, you know, what their security is. I think is a lot of challenges for students, and so I think this partnership can be a tremendous advantage to connect them with resources that the UC system has.
This is a partnership that could help us as a future leaders of the country to start by developing a very good attitude, very good behavior, and to be known among the population as the future of the country.
With the information that we are privileged to receive, among other things, we also have a great responsibility to act and to act effectively. There's no vanilla, soft middle ground towards serving another person. And that is really, if one considers it, the core of being alive, is to recognize our shared humanity and our connectedness.